Alright, it's Friday, casual day at the clinic, and Andrew, our recent grad from NAU, is working with our patient Ashton on some shoulder exercises. Andrew is very excited and has very high will, excited to work with his patient, but has some pretty low skill. So let's see how he works with his patient.
Okay, Ashton, we're gonna do your last set of the shoulder external rotation. Okay, so just like you were doing before, I just want you to bring it right out here like that. Okay. All right. We're gonna do 12 reps. Okay. Where are you feeling that?
Feeling it back here. It's a good burn. I like it.
Okay. You should be feeling it like right here.
Oh.
Do you feel it right there?
No, I'm tiny bit. It's like I really like this one. It's back here.
All right, we're going for shoulders. Oh, crap.
Later that day, while Andrew is doing his notes, the supervising PT comes in to give him a few pointers.
Hey Andrew, how you doing?
Hey, good.
Good. Hey,
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Can I chat with you for a little bit?
Yeah, of course.
So, I just wanted to thank you for doing such a good job with your charting. Really appreciate it. I can tell that you were well trained,
Yeah.
and that you're trying real hard to make sure you have good documentation. I also noticed you were kind of struggling with your patient Ashton just earlier today, doing some rotation and some other exercises as well.
Yeah, he was feeling it in his triceps.
Right.
I know it's not where we're supposed to feel it. I couldn't really figure out what he's doing wrong. You know.
Well, I'm really pleased with how excited you are to help your patients. I feel like you're really striving to help them get better. And in fact, we even receive a lot of compliments from your patients about how excited you are and how you're very personable and how they really like that.
Yeah.
Why don't I want to fix this to help you help your patients.
Sure.
Right.
Sure, yeah.
And so I'm going to kind of just show you, give you a few pointers just on that specific exercise, and then we can kind of create a plan of how to make sure that doesn't happen in the future with even other exercises.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Because I've also noticed it happen not just with shoulder, but also with some squatting exercises and such. So I'm just going to give you a quick little.
Great. Thank you.
Piece of advice here, all right? So
Okay.
instead of, I noticed you kind of had it tied up high, right? But if you tie it down low, kind of like how I have it here, then the angle works a lot better. The pull of the external rotators is a lot better here, okay? And then you also have it just here. The studies have shown that if you have a towel roll, did you learn that at school?
No.
All right, well, NAU, okay. And if you have the towel roll here, then you actually activate those muscles a little bit more.
Okay.
And then from here, you can help them, instead of just extending the elbow like your patient was doing, they're actually externally rotating the shoulder. Okay, so you can kind of have them pinch their shoulder blades, right? Contract, and then all that movement is coming from the external rotators.
Okay.
All right. So let's pretend that I'm the patient again.
Okay.
All right, and maybe you even already have it set up, but I'm still struggling. I'm still kind of So go ahead and coach me as the patient.
So I want you to contract your shoulders.
Good.
And then instead of extending, just rotate around the towel.
Around the towel. That's good.
Keeping your elbow in. Yeah. Okay.
Good. Do you feel like that'll help you with Ashton and your other shoulder patients that you have?
Yeah, I'll give it a try for sure. I'm excited.
So I was thinking, I have a little less. I see a lighter load than you do, so that I can kind of talk and help and train. So I'm going to spend the next 3 weeks with you, just 1 or 2 patients a day, just kind of observing and making sure, just giving teeny little advice to make sure that we can really solidify these things. Okay.
I appreciate that.
But also because of your charting is excellent, and I want to give you that. I want to give you more responsibility, help you kind of continue to grow. And Cordell, our also recent grad from Midwestern, he's struggling with his charting.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Ah! so, I want you to sit down with him at the end of the day. Just spend a half an hour just going over a few tips that you maybe learned.
Sure,
To kind of help him
sure.
start. Would you be able to do that?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah, don't even worry about it. Take care.
Perfect. I appreciate it, Andrew. So I'm gonna see you next week
Okay.
for a couple of your patients, and then we'll check up and kind of talk about it every Friday.
Okay.
Every casual Friday, we're gonna talk about how you feel you're doing. Okay.
Yeah, I'll practice that over the weekend.
Perfect. Sounds great. Thank you.
Cool.
A couple weeks later, after visiting with his supervisor and practicing and training, Andrew is working with his patients again, and he has a lot higher skill and a lot higher will because of it.
Okay, well, where are you feeling that?
Oh man, I feel it back here.
All right. Yeah. Good
Yeah.
job.
Yeah.
And Cordell is doing great and happy about his note taking.